Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. As always, don't forget to like this video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're over 10,000 today. Shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. We have a lot of hot topics to talk about, and I wanted to get into them. Woo, Lord, hold on. Let me take a sip, y'all. Let me give you guys a moment to get into the chat room. I know you didn't expect me to go live tonight. I didn't expect it either. I just finished recording my podcast. My new podcast episode will be out tomorrow. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It's Kempire Radio on all podcast platforms. Shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. Let's give people a moment to get in. We have to talk about this Russell Simmons lawsuit. He's suing his ex-wife, Kimora Lee, for alleged stolen money. We're going to talk about it. And also, Tristan Thompson is back in the news. Chloe. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Oh, Lord. Let me take a sip. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Shout out to you guys. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live there tonight. We're just going to do some hot topics really quickly. I just watched an interview on Tasha K's YouTube channel with another alleged Tristan. I don't know what to describe. Another Tristan jump off. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it at this point. I can't say girlfriend. I think Chloe's supposed to be the girlfriend. Is she still the girlfriend? But we're going to talk about all of that. Let me just give you guys a moment. Shout out to my moderators that are already in the chat. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Nicole. I see not paid by anyone's in there. St. Jade's in there. Diva Den is in there. Diana's in there. Woo! Shantae's in there. All right, y'all. I just want to give everyone a moment to get into, because I like to start on time, but I know everybody's on a different time. So I try to give you a moment to get into the chat room. So we're talking about a couple of stories that I didn't expect to go live tonight, but I said, you know what? Let's talk about it. I actually have some time to do this because, you know, sometimes I don't have time to do this because we were live already. I was already on live 2 other times on Up and Adam. Then I was live on my own channel, and I also released a couple of videos today. Look, it is what it is. But I want to talk about Russell Simmons. As you know, Russell Simmons, is he in Thailand? He's in Bali. He's in one of those countries right now. That's where Russell Simmons is, because there were allegations, you know, during that whole big Me Too movement. His name came involved in all of that. All right. So we didn't really expect to hear anything from him. Well, no, there's a lawsuit. He's suing Kimora Lee Simmons and her husband. He's suing these two for fraud. All right, let's get into this. Oh, my goodness. Again, if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. We got about 30-something people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. I didn't want to. Oh, he's in Bali. Thank you for the update. Oh, wait a second. He's in Bali. Thank you. I knew he was in one of those countries. He's not here. Russell Simmons is not here. He ran away. Pretty much, right? He ran away. I'm not lying, right? Excuse me, as I sip on some tea, as I give you some tea. All right. So People Magazine is reporting that Russell Simmons is currently suing Tim Leisner and his ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons. Why is she still Kimora Lee Simmons? Is she married to the new man? Or is that just what we call her? I digress a lot. I apologize. Anyways. Okay. So this is what they're reporting. Lee's current husband, Tim Leisner, pleaded guilty to money laundering back in 2018 when he paid $44 million. He paid $44 million to avoid jail time. Her ex-husband. No, her current husband, I'm sorry, Tim Leisner, because he was caught up in a money laundering case in 2018. Where were we? Did we miss this story? Oh, okay. Let's get into what this lawsuit is saying. So according to this lawsuit, Russell Simmons is suing his ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons, and her current husband In the complaint filed earlier this week, and which was obtained by People magazine, Russell is alleging that Kimora and Leisner conspired to make a fraudulent transfer of Simmons' nearly 4 million shares of energy drink company Celsius in order to pay for Leisner's legal and bail fees related to a 2018 money laundering case. I know y'all probably thinking this is rich people's problems. Look, sometimes we got to report on the rich people's problems. Okay. According to the complaint, Simmons attempted to resolve the issues amicably to avoid filing a lawsuit. This is Russell. So he tried to resolve this issue without filing a lawsuit. In a letter to Kimora, quoted in the complaint, Simmons asked that she, quote, reaffirm his 50% of Celsius shares. This is another quote. Throughout my entire decades-long partnership with you, I've done everything and anything to protect and promote our family. I have never said no to any request and have always gone against my own counsel to offer up much more than any judge would ever require of me in order to keep the peace. This is what he allegedly wrote. He went on to say this: I am shocked and saddened to see how your side has behaved in response to my repeated attempts to get an agreement from you to rightfully and legally reaffirm my 50% of the Celsius shares, which have been locked up with the government after being used for your husband's bail money. How dare you, Kimora? How dare you? Really, Kimora? This is what Kimora is out here doing? So based on what Russell Simmons is allegedly stating, part of the reasons why we haven't really seen a lot of drama with them was because he's gone above and beyond to give her whatever she wants, allegedly. And at this point, Russell's probably like, he's not making the money that he used to make. He's living in Bali, even though it's probably very cheap to live in Bali. But if someone took 4 million shares, I'm not sure how much that equates to in money for Celsius, this company. I wonder if it was this white man's idea. Y'all know I love to say that. For her to take these shares. Okay, let me continue with this story because there's more. There's more, y'all, to this story. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Shout out to you guys. If you haven't liked this video, we got 50-something people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't already. I'm taking my time with the story, y'all, because I'm going to give people time to get into the chat. I know I have to give you guys time. Because, look, when did I post that I was going live? Maybe just like an hour and a half ago. So they used, allegedly, Kimora Lee Simmons and her now new husband, Timothy Leisner, I think his name is. So according to Russell Simmons, they used this money as his bail money from these shares. Oh, goodness. Reps for Russell and Kimora immediately responded to people's request for comment. Neither one of them responded for a comment. But there's more to the story, though, y'all. Let's just kind of rewind back to 2018. So is it Timothy? Like, let me just make sure I'm getting this white man's name right. Yes, Tim Leisner. All right. So in the note, Russell Simmons referred to Leisner pleading guilty to criminal conspiracy to commit money laundering for the theft of billions of dollars from a Malaysian wealth fund, 1MDB, in 2018. He agreed to forfeit nearly $44 million to avoid jail time, according to Forbes. Knowing full well that the defendant Leisner would need tens of millions of dollars to avoid jail time, stay out on bail, and forfeit monies for victims' compensation, defendants engaged in this blatant fraud to achieve that nefarious and lawful goal. This is what the complaint read. Russell Simmons also alleged that Kimora Lee, and Leisner aided and abetted each other and together engaged in fraud by unlawfully transferring funds owned by Simmons by Russell Simmons to their own account in 2018. I gotta read that. I have to read that again. I gotta read that again to you guys because I'm not sure if you're understanding what is happening here. My thing is, if they did this, not only can he sue, couldn't the law come get him? Oh, come get them? First of all, if Kimora Lee did this, or in order to help bail out her husband, we already know allegedly he's a crook. We already know he's a right. If he allegedly was stealing money from this Malaysian wealth fund, so why wouldn't he steal from someone else? Allegedly. Okay. All right, back. Let me just read this again to you guys. Knowing full well that defendant Leisner would need tens of millions of dollars to avoid jail time, stay out on bail, and forfeit monies for victim compensation, defendants engaged in this blatant fraud to achieve nefarious and lawful goals. Simmons alleged that Lee and Leisner aided and abetted each other and together engaged in fraud by unlawfully transferring funds owned by Simmons to their own account in 2018. So this is like 3 years ago. Simmons did not learn about the transaction until July of 2019. Along with the transfer-related allegations, Simmons accused Kimora Lee of breaking their confidential relationship. That part I didn't understand. What do you mean confidential relationship? I'm not understanding what this means. I love this. Diana says, Cynthia Bailey once dated Russell Simmons. Modeling days. A lot of the models dated Russell Simmons back in the day. That's part of the reason why he left the country. Okay, so now Simmons is asking Lee and Leisner be ordered to pay money and punitive damages, and that the couple return the nearly 4 million shares of Celsius, and that they pay attorney legal fees. Simmons and Lee, look, if you're not familiar with Russell Simmons, Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee were married back in 1998 to 2009. Although they split in 2006, the two share, of course, their daughters Ming Lee and Aoki, and have been amicable business partners since their divorce. This is a situation, y'all. This is a situation. Yeah, look, Rob said the baby fat days. Remember the reality show? I used to love Kimora Lee, but Kimora Lee might be a scammer, allegedly. Who stole your sweater? What is going on in the chat? I have no idea what y'all talking about. All right, so I saw this story. Shout out to someone sent me this story on the Kempire community. If you're not a part of the Kempire community, that's one of the ways that you can connect with us. Let me post that up so you guys can join the Kempire community, and it's an exclusive group. Shantae says, I always love Kimora. Well, guess what, Shantae? Someone you love might be a scammer. This sounds so dirty because Russell is all kinds of things. However, if this story is true, that they took this money without his permission, used it to bail out this man that was allegedly defrauding other people for billions of dollars, allegedly, it's no surprise that they would try and scam their way out of another situation. I didn't even know about this story, y'all. I thought this was so messy. This is so messy. All right, let's get into the other story. I'm not going to waste y'all time. Y'all know one of the things you love about this channel is we get straight to the tea. Let's get into this damn... What is going on with Tristan Thompson? What is wrong with this man? What is wrong with this man? There's another woman making allegations that Tristan Thompson slept with her. She did an interview with Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. I'll be posting the links because I like to cite my sources. I didn't have time to post them previously, but I will be posting links after this video in the description of this video. So if you're watching this video later, check out the links there. As I said before, we cite our sources. This situation is getting terrible. Girl, somebody call Chloe. Let Chloe know. Like, this is done. This is over. This man has embarrassed you so badly. All right. So Tasha K of YouTube, as you guys know, did an interview with a woman named Slim Danger. I'm sure you're already familiar with Slim Danger. She's been in the headlines multiple times with other people, including that Odell Beckham story. If you want more details on the Odell Beckham story, listen to tomorrow's podcast. I just look community guidelines. That Odell Beckham story, if you know in the chat, just say yay. That Odell Beckham story. Look, I'm not going to judge anybody on what they want to do in the bedroom, but so she shares, look, she is a former, I don't know if she's former, but she's a sex worker. Look, is that a real name? I'm assuming it's a stage name, Slim Danger. Look, Queenism, I can't with you. I'm going to get in. Oh, Lord, Queenism, you're bad. You're bad. Yeah, and his cleanup kit. I can't. I'm not going to get into it here. As I said before, if you want to know the details about that Odell Beckham story and Slim Danger, listen to my podcast tomorrow because I share my thoughts there. So she did this interview with Tasha K, and she's the baby mama to Chief Keef, one of his many baby mamas. She talked about Chief Keef. Apparently, Chief Keef only gives her $1,700 of child support a month. He's behind. He's currently paying, but he's behind. And also says that he's not an active father, allegedly. Okay. Then she also talked about the Odell Beckham drama. She talks about a few different people that she has been with. And then she surprises Tasha K. She surprises her by revealing, because Tasha K wants to know, anybody with a blue check mark in your DMs? And so she thinks about it and she's like, oh, Tristan Thompson flew me out. When? Of course, Tasha K wants to know. Oh, I think back in, March? A couple months ago? March? Mind you, she alleges that this was something he paid for. He paid to fly her out. He paid for their activities. Apparently, allegedly, they slept together 2 or 3 times. Of course, Tasha K wanted receipts. She was like, do you have pictures? So we're waiting on the pictures, because she said they stayed in this particular place at the time. And she had taken pictures of that. And Tasha K wanted more receipts in regards to how would you, because she says that Chloe would need receipts. Chloe wants to really be able to prove that he's cheating on her. So she... I don't know what I can say on here versus what I can't say. So Tasha K wants to know what exactly about his physical form that might stand out. Does he have a mole down there? Does he have a birthmark that's very, definitive? Queenism says she provided a receipt, a copy of a check. Look. But before she provided those receipts, she says that Tristan has low-hanging... Y'all can finish that, because look, I'm not talking about people's situations. She says, oh yeah, he has really, really low, like she said, like super low-hanging. I'm like, okay, thank you for the description. All right. I'm looking at my notes just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, one of the things she says before she was even flown out, she says one of the things that he does, I guess, when he's feeling, creeping in the DMs. Why would you still, Tristan? Why would you still be slipping in people's DMs? Like, are you just dumb? I don't understand. You could have someone else do that for you. You make enough money. You could call up a service. I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding why are we here again? This is like the 5th woman, right? Allegedly. So, okay. So she said, well, first of all, this woman says she slept with Waka Flocka, the baby, Little Dirk. Goodness. Odell Beckham. If you want that story, listen to my podcast tomorrow. So she says what Tristan does allegedly. He slips into DMs. He sends heart emojis. Okay. So she says she sends him back a video of her. Lord, look. I don't know what I can say on here. She sends him back a video of her doing something to herself where she is exhibiting certain things. Okay. Use your imagination. So, and that's when they solidify that he's going to fly her out. He's paying her $25,000 allegedly for them to interact, have sex, whatever you want to call it. Well, she sure gets around allegedly. I mean, she admits it. This is her business. She is a sex worker. Shout out to Wendy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wendy says this, for reals, Chloe is the true deserving recipient of You Are So Dumb award. Sad. Agreed. Thank you so much for the super chat. At this point, there's nothing we can do or say to save Chloe. I'm sure at this point, Chloe might be. Look, I'm just gonna put this up. Yes, she sent him a video of this. You guys can read between the lines. Yeah. So she said that they had sex about 2 or 3 times. Tasha K asked her if she was afraid of, because Tristan's lawyers, aka Chloe's lawyers, reached out to Sydney Chase and issued her a cease and desist. So Tasha K asked, Slim Danger, are you afraid of lawyers? And she says, no, she's not afraid of lawyers because they know what's up. So that says to me, is this true? Is this true? As I said before, we'll be citing our sources in the description of this video after the live. Let me post the link so you guys can call in and weigh in on these hot topics. These are a mess. These are a mess. Let me post the link so you guys can call in. I just decided at the last minute to go live and report on these hot topics. Sometimes it's just easier to go live versus making a video. Tomorrow I'm going to be very busy. But I said I had to come through and, and do this for you guys. Thank you so much, Wendy. Love the channel. Appreciate you being here. We're over 10,000 subscribers, y'all. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, we got 111 people. I love that number. In the chat, like this video if you haven't liked. It's an easy, free way to support the channel. I mean, you could dislike it too. I think that supports the channel in some way. I don't know. I have to ask Google. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Speaking of Shantae, Shantae just made a comment. Shantae, what's going on, girl?
Hello.
You said cease and desist don't mean it's a lie. What are your thoughts on this?
Right, it just means stop telling my business.
What do you
Chloe
think of this whole
needs to hang it up
situation?
with this plan.
Say it again?
Yeah, Chloe needs to hang it up with him. Chloe needs to hang it up with him, seriously. I mean, he's just out here embarrassing her and she's hanging on to him. And it's like, do you not see what we see?
I wonder if they're even still together. Do you think they're still together at this point?
I mean, it seems like it. Maybe they're not. But I mean, honestly, just have to have an amicable co-parenting relationship with him. You young, you get another one.
I'm wondering because this new season is transpiring. She's considering getting a surrogate and doing that process. I wonder if they've already went through with it.
That's what I want to know.
Because if she went through with
everybody was able to. Mm-hmm.
My thing is, if she went through with it, it's sort of like, oh damn! Now you got another situation tied to this man. He's just a chronic cheater, allegedly. Do you believe? Do you believe Slim Danger?
Yeah, I mean, why would she lie? I mean, just she may be a sex worker, but that don't make her a liar.
Very true.
I mean, I know we have opinions about.
She's had multiple
I know we have
allegations
opinions about those types of things, but that don't make her a liar.
That's true. The thing is, she's had multiple allegations against rappers and people in the industry. I mean, it doesn't mean that none of those are true, but it just seems like, damn, girl, you made that. Do you think she should stop talking?
I mean, whose feelings is she sparing? Because even if it weren't for her, Chloe, Tristan's done a lot of dirt on her. What's some more dirt? I mean, I don't mean to be nonchalant, but he's done so much dirt on her already. Even if this lady never came out and said anything, and I'm pretty sure there's more that just choose to keep quiet.
Damn. Oh. This is a messy situation. Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Like, can you understand why Chloe decides to stay? Besides True,
It's got to be mental at this point. I mean, some women do that. They will stay with the man who cheats over and over again, and usually they're good as long as, like I said, the man doesn't embarrass them and the stuff doesn't come out. But I mean, has she dropped receipts, this last lady, or no?
I'm hearing that people are saying that she did drop some receipts. I haven't seen those receipts at this point, but I don't look. I honestly don't need to see the receipts.
I don't either. But if she does, because usually that's the thing, you're gonna go to the messiest blogger out there, Tasha K, and say something like this because Tasha K wants to just get the story. She wants to be the one with have the exclusive. Because Tasha doesn't care about how messy and just dirty she comes off. She just wants to get the views and the clicks and all that stuff. So, she's made a name for herself. So, of course, everybody now knows who she is. They know who to go to.
Yeah. Well, don't come to me, y'all. I don't want that smoke. I really don't. Honestly, the only reason why I'm even following up on the story is because I started talking about the Tristan situation with Sydney Chase. And I said, okay, there's certain stories you just got to do your follow-up. You know what I mean? So I said, okay, let me just because I said, let me watch it first. Because, I try to do my due diligence. So I watched it and I was like, what in the hell is Tristan doing?
Yeah, because, I mean, by now, Chloe has to know she don't got nothing that's going to make him stay. They don't got that magic poom poom. So.
Oh, no,
they don't. Obvious.
I know we just made this one embarrassed.
It's true.
But before you go in, Miriam, because I know you're gonna go in. Let me just take this call. OD, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Tristan Thompson has been cheated for 1,000 million years with Chloe, who wants to be black. He wants to be like her daughter. I mean, she wants to be mulatto, but I think she's already black. OJ and stuff. Anyway, but
OJ story.
But it's just you have low self-esteem. If it is that much so low self-esteem, and you're going around here thinking you're going to use this man as a sperm donor, at this point, you just want him to keep him around because of your daughter. What is the real point you want to keep around? If y'all in a so-called relationship, as y'all make it seem like, I know y'all not, it's just for PR. That's what I think.
Really? Like, is this good press for Chloe?
No. It's not.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing for her and her brand because we wouldn't knew who Tristan Thompson was because of Chloe.
This is true. Odie, anything else that you wanted to say? Because I just wanted to come on here quick and report these stories and hear some feedback from you guys.
Russell Simmons suing whatever her name is, child. Go get your coins. I know he's going broke. But no. Anyway, that's the only commentary I have to get tonight.
I appreciate it because it made me laugh. Thank you, Odie.
Bye.
Miriam, you're just petting the hair. What are your, first of all, did you hear both stories?
Yeah. I heard. But I need to sound off. I'm pissed. I missed the live about Housewives today. Okay, my son has his prom. Please schedule wisely next time for me.
We talked about you though. You heard us talk about you.
I did. I watched, but I can't believe someone on earth didn't watch The Lion King. He needs to watch.
I mean,
we digress.
Yes, we're digressing. Go ahead.
We digress. Yeah. Well, but my name would be that if I came, and I would be gaslighting, gaslighting. Anyhow, do the
I'm not.
Kardashians get embarrassed by anything? This is them.
You don't think they're embarrassed by this story?
Any press is good press. No, I don't. Oh, how did they came about? How did they come about? Do you remember the tape? They don't. This is their ammo. I just don't get. They don't get embarrassed. But part of me thinks she's like my girl twirl. She's with him and she wants one baby daddy. Part of me says that, and she doesn't care. She knows
Are you
it's
associating
a,
Chloe with your queen, Kenya Moore?
yeah, aspect. Like I think Kenya, she wants another baby from Mark, and she won't let go till she gets that. That's what I think it's gonna happen. Go figure. I'm not gonna judge, but uh, I think people were like when when they're public, I feel like they keep thinking of the lesser evil or better the devil, for the sake of like having. They want more kids.
Yeah.
Would they rather have another kid with another a-hole or same a-hole? Sorry,
Oh my
that's
god.
bad. That wasn't bad. That was a bad analogy.
That was pretty
I
bad.
did not mean that, people.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Hold on a bit. Hold
I
on,
think
Miriam. Wait, hold on 1 second. Thank you, Bulat, for the super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel. First of all, again, shout out to everyone that's been supporting the channel today. You guys have been incredible. We have grown over 10,000 subscribers. And look, when we hit the new year, we were just at 1,000. And that was because we were talking about Robin Dixon. Thanks, Robin. You helped the channel. And now we're at 10,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for supporting. Miriam, hold that thought. St. J, I just want to hear what St. J has to say about the Tristan story. And then I want to jump backwards to the Kimora Lee story.
Okay, my thought is Tristan should be like a professional cheater at this point. So I don't understand how he's so sloppy. Like,
Right?
I just, for the love of all things, I just couldn't imagine being so bad at it. Even without time. Like, you could go pick up a chick off the street and do whatever. Like, you're sliding in DMs.
It's
Like,
very
what an
sloppy.
idiot. Like, I don't even slide in DMs because it just leads too much.
He's a serial cheater.
Me either. I don't even slide in DMs either. I mean, people slide in my DMs.
Mine too. And
Right.
Yeah, who's sleeping?
that's a different ballgame.
Wait, look, guys, y'all are not new to the channel. Do not talk over each other.
Well, actually, Miriam asked a question that I think we want to know. Who slid in your DMs the other day, Kempire?
Who slid in DMs the other day?
I will not talk about that. Look, not the other day.
People
I'm just
want
saying
to
over time, there have been people that have slipped in my DMs, and things have. Look, I know what they're trying to do.
We
But it
have
never-
a suspicion.
Who?
Is it the white girl?
Oh, you're talking about that when
Yeah, about that one.
No, when we started talking, Miriam, when we were talking about slipping DMs, we were talking about the way Tristan was slipping in DMs, not people slipping in DMs
I
like
know.
you guys sometimes send me tips, or people like Kate Chastain that slipped in.
Yeah, but you are very
Ooh.
masterful. You dodged that ball that night. I'm like, damn, we finished the live and we didn't ask him?
I didn't think it was a big deal, but I just kept it moving.
Oh, yeah, sure. It is a big deal.
Wait, say, what were you saying? Finish your thought.
Miriam, I'm with you. Yeah, it's so sloppy. It's so bad. It's honestly like, it makes me sad because it's one thing that he's cheating already. If they're still together, because I want to believe in my heart, I want to believe that they're done.
Me too, but it's like, are they? I really wonder if there is a surrogate situation happening right now.
But then I will say, and lightly in Chloe's defense, she didn't pursue having a child with Lamar because Lamar was doing the drugs allegedly, and then at the ranch and doing all of that. So now, I mean, at least Tristan. I mean, Lamar was cheating too, but at least Tristan's only cheating and he's not, doing anything else. I mean, I guess at this point she's like, well, crap, I waited long enough. Let me just get to it.
But you know what? It's the difference between Tristan and Lamar. I actually feel like Lamar really loves Chloe. Am I the only one?
Yes. No, I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Shantae? I'll take that as a no. I think Shantae walked away. Okay, Shantae, I'm dropping you. Look, you can't walk away from the live.
You know what I think? I think Chloe, she wasn't able to get pregnant like naturally from Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they used that, I didn't have kids with him because of the drugs. That was a cop out. Mm-hmm. Because I even think that Chloe really loved Lamar. I don't know, their story with all the fakery, with all the Botox that they have, the Kardashians.
You know what?
I used to watch them when Lamar was there. I really did. It was different. There's something about Lamar, I don't know. Like he's very like, he's kind of like naive, or I don't want to say innocent because I don't know really what he does in his life. I know that he cheats, but Tristan, he is not a professional cheater. Professional cheaters, they know how to hide their craft. He is just a serial sloppy cheater, and Chloe doesn't care. As long as her name is on the headlines, that's what they want.
Do you really think that? You don't think this is extremely embarrassing and hurtful to her?
If it was, she would have left him from the first strike.
We've seen other women that this has happened to, and they never leave the man.
Well, but the Kardashians, they have so much money that really they only need a sperm to have a family.
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry. But like, seriously, it's not like they can have whatever they want. They really do not rely on any man. This is why I feel like she's still with Tristan, because he's in the headlines, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Kris Jenner who is telling this chick to go to Tasha K and drop that bomb. Yes, they're very smart. They want to be in the headlines as if people just want to come after them. But listen, if you follow the money, I think we would
follow
see
the money.
Kardashian ties. I think we would see Kardashian ties indirectly. That's my conspiracy theory of the day.
Oh, of the day. T. Maria's here. T. Maria, what are your thoughts on this Tristan situation?
Well, hi everybody.
Hey.
I think that Chloe is just lost. She is lost. Honestly, I don't think that it is normal for someone to keep accepting these type of behaviors from Tristan. Tristan, he just doesn't care. It's best that these men that cheat, it's best that they try to live a polygamous life or something, because if you're going to have one main girlfriend or fiance and then constantly cheat on multiple women, that's not a good look. And I'm just sorry for Chloe, because she's must stressed at this point. I don't even know what else to say.
I mean, there really isn't anything at this point. Chloe needs to leave him. But what should she do next in regards to, strategically, when it comes to her image? This is definitely not good for her image.
I think that they have a surrogate currently. That's what I think. I think that they do have a surrogate right now. So I'm not sure what she's going to do.
Is that the baby? Are you the surrogate?
Baby boy?
Wait, are you the surrogate?
Yes.
I was gonna ask you.
No, it's my baby. It's my daughter.
it's Chloe and Tristan's baby.
No, this is not
This is an
Tristan's baby.
exclusive. We've got the exclusive, y'all. We got Tristan Surrogate on the phone.
Okay, but I think that Chloe has low self-esteem, and I
Without
think
a
that
doubt.
she needs the support from her friends and family. So I think that if she listens to Kim, because Kim is a sharpshooter, so
Mm.
listen more to Kim, try to follow Kim's footstep, and then she'll be okay.
Kim.
That's good advice. I think that's good advice. St. J.
She had kids with Kanye.
Miriam, it's not your turn. It's not your turn. I'm putting you on mute. You're in a timeout. St. J, I wanna go back to the original story that we were reporting on, because I think this probably would kind of go under the water because not a lot of people are checking for Kimora Lee or Russell Simmons. But this is a serious lawsuit that he has filed against his former wife and her current husband. Millions of dollars. What are your thoughts on this story?
Kimora's a darn fool if she did it. If she did it, she's a darn fool, because Russell was going to make sure that lady's bills was paid until there's no more Russell or there's no more her. One of them will have to go. And I'm like, girl, you did cut your nose to spite your face. Like you literally you messed up the bag for no reason. Like your husband, I mean, was found guilty in a court of law for doing such illegal acts.
Billions of dollars.
And now you want to go further the illegal acts by stealing from.
I want to believe, honestly, St. J, I want to believe that this was the plot of her husband and not Kimora. I think because he is in finance, I believe he worked for Goldman Sachs at one point. I believe he's probably like, well, we could do this and then we could do this and pay this back and no one will be the wiser. I can see that happening. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying I can see that happening.
I want to believe that we don't know Kimora to be crooked as crooked is, but we do, the courts know her husband to be crooked as crooked is. So I want to believe that it was all a scheme that he came up with to do the bull crap. Not poor Russell. Maybe not poor Russell, but
I know. Look, it's hard for us to defend Russell because Russell then upped and left the country because of the Me Too allegations against him.
I mean, yeah, he did. He was on the first thing smoking.
He's in Bali. He ain't seen the United States since.
I mean, but listen.
I probably wouldn't either, though. Just saying.
Yeah, Russell has a Bali kind of spirit. Like, he has that energy about himself. He wants to go meditate and do the whole thing. It makes sense for him to be in Bali. And I mean, he's at retirement age.
You know what? Now we all know Russell Simmons did not go to Bali to live out his retirement.
I mean,
Miriam.
Am I out of timeout?
Yes, you're out of timeout.
Oh my God. You make me feel so young, Kempire.
What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Well,
are you familiar with Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee and their relationship?
A little bit. And I have a take on that. I have another conspiracy.
Okay. I love them.
It's another day somewhere in the world. But I caught that shade, Sanjay, retirement age.
I don't think that was shade. Was it shade, St. J?
Kind of.
No, Russell. So
Russell's 60-some years old.
Yeah, like Rev was popping in the 70s and 80s, and they're close in age. So I would just assume that Russell is 60, almost 70.
Well, yeah, I agree with you, but that was funny. I think they are auditioning to the Housewives of New York. Because we know now that Bravo likes people who are going to get in trouble with the law.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I already wanted Kimora to be in it because I always thought her boss.
She says no. Every year.
Because they know that she would be fantastic. Oh my God, I didn't think of her.
I don't think she says no. I really don't. I just think
I believe it. I
Oh, I
believe
believe.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she comes. Listen,
You're like,
Kimora, if you're listening, come and rescue us.
not at this point when she's got all these litigation situations. She does
But
not want to
now that she's
put.
gonna come, I'm telling you, now Bravo is gonna go after her because they love a future like in trouble with the law. And by the way, just like you guys said, we know that he didn't go there to meditate, but maybe he is. But that wasn't the reason he's in Bali. I feel like how could he not like uh, miss 50% of the stocks? And it took more than a year. Like, who runs his business? Like,
Well, maybe they. I mean, they trust Kimora. She was his former wife. So
Kempire, if you have an online account with any bank, you set an alert. If there is like you set a limit for like to for you to get like an alert. Oh,
but remember, this
there's
is not a bank situation. This is a shares
a
situation.
share. They have the same things. You think when there is movement of big portions,
Mhm.
the alert goes left and right. This is
You
why.
think the alert made it to Bali?
Why not? Well, come on, man.
Fire the accountant.
He has
Fire
a
the accountant.
accountant. I just don't buy it. It's too much money for him.
Wait,
not
but wait a second. Remember part of the story. He says that they were trying to amicably settle the situation outside of court. So maybe he did get an alert, and he was like, "Fine, if you're going to pay this back to me, then I'm just trying to make sense of the situation."
Yeah, that you can't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense from the beginning. It doesn't.
So what are you saying, that she should just keep the money?
I know. I think both are into shady business, both sides, because
Both sides. Wow.
he's not telling the whole story or the whole truth. There's
Oh.
there. I feel like he is using. Oh, you took 50% of the stocks. Like, how do we know it wasn't an agreement? He said, "Okay, you need money to bail him out and return it to me." And now, because she can't, maybe she doesn't have. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to court," and he's wrapping it in a way that he was scammed. There's so many hypotheses that I can go on and on.
I'm sure you could, but
I'm gonna quote Erica Jane. I'm gonna quote Erica Jane. Big, the bigger is your life, the bigger are your problems.
Look, I'm gonna counteract your argument, because my thing is, I can't even remember what I was gonna say because you just threw me off with that damn Erica Jane. But the situation with Russell and Kimora, we have to remember this relationship has been amicable for many years. So for Russell Simmons to say, "I'm going to sue you, Kimora Lee," after they've never had any public issues like this, it says to me he's had it up to here.
No, for me, it is that they are in cahoots, or there's something that he's not telling us. All these years, they were okay with each other, and they were friendly and civilized, and they were like the modern ex-wife and ex-husband, how they're still talk with each other, and they have businesses together. Like, it's fishy, exactly because of your reason right now. Like, all of a sudden, he's a thief.
I have speculation.
Okay, Saint J, go ahead.
Okay, so Russell has a Me Too situation on his hands.
Allegedly.
I'm sure allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Maybe his money isn't as long as it was. So now he's like, yeah, she took it, and I guess when she took it, it wasn't peak what he is going on now. He's like, hey, like, I need my money back. Hey, like, Bali's not that cheap. Like, I still want to live good. You got my money. Where's it at?
But I'm trying to find to see how much that 50% of the Celsius shares is worth. I haven't seen anywhere where it tells us how much it's worth, because it must be worth a lot of money. Because if they needed to pay off debts, not debts, they had to pay off in order to grant this man bail of $44 million. That's a lot of money.
It's $4 million. It's
44.
I know, but when you pay the money, 10%.
That's still a lot of money.
Well, for them, nothing. But this is my thing. If you have money and all of a sudden 50% is gone, like it's 50% is not like it's too much money for you not to miss. Okay.
But remember, this is just a stock situation. That's not the. Remember, Russell Simmons has multiple businesses, and I'm sure his stock portfolio is crazy. So it's not just this Celsius shares that he owns. So
Yeah,
I'm sure that is probably minuscule in comparison to everything else that he has.
And why is he being petty going after her then if he has all that money?
Because he tried to go amicably. He tried to handle this off the courts amicably. He's saying this is what they're alleging.
Well,
and
you believe in him. I don't believe him.
I don't know if I believe in him, but I believe that Kimora Lee is a scammer, allegedly.
Me three. I said me three.
Me three. Shantae, what are your thoughts on this situation?
Yeah, I think there's more to it too. I don't think that Kimora and her husband were scamming Russell because it's like you said, for years they've never had any issues. They've never had to go to court over money. They've never fought over money before. They've always had an amicable relationship outside of that. So why now? It's just weird when a year after he's fled to Bali after allegations, and like he said, well, he did. And like even like you were saying, he has multiple businesses, but it's very, very possible that maybe Russell's running into some financial issues with his businesses.
Oof.
And maybe there is something funny, like I think his money might be a little funny. And there might have
money's a little funny.
That's $1 billion company.
I know, but doesn't mean he's not having issues with financially though.
No,
it's possible that maybe she should have gotten something signed, some type of disclosure, some type of legal agreement. I don't know. So
I think stocks are for $1 billion. Therefore, $1 billion company.
But but I mean, other than the fact that maybe she said, "Oh, we're going to use it for this," and they didn't use it for that. I think there could be a bit more to it than what we know.
Mosaic, I looked, I was just Googling. I haven't seen Kimora Lee respond to this. Mosaic is saying that Kimora said he's lying. Did you all see her response? I didn't see a response, and I don't see them reporting on a response. I mean, she could easily say he's lying. I've always look, Kimora is a smart businesswoman. I appreciate what she's done in regards to her career, but I've always looked at Kimora with a little bit of a side eye. Like, I feel like she's a little bit of a scammer. Allegedly.
Did she slide into her DMs? That wasn't her.
No, it was not. It wasn't Kimora Lee. She might slide in now. Diva then says Celsius is big. They are even in Costco, and not sure how much the stocks are. That has to be more. There has to be more to it. Celsius is fairly newer, healthy energy drink.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking now. I don't look. I'm only thing I drink is like coffee. A little bit of coffee, water, and tea. You didn't see me drinking any sort of energy drink.
10K towards 24 carats.
Really? What's going on? What are you drinking, Miriam?
I don't drink. Like, happy the way I am.
Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna round this out. Last minute list. Look, I decided at the last minute to go live, partially because we are over our 10K. We've been celebrating all day. We went live a little bit earlier to recap the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion. That what happened?
Can I say something about them?
Sure.
People?
Look.
First of all, I can't believe nobody talked about how off the suntan on Teresa's legs was in comparison to her face.
We're used to that. It's Jersey.
Oh my God. And Teresa is a flip-flopper. She's a grudge holder. She will never forgive Margaret for that analogy or that reference that she likes 25 years old. This is when Teresa changed with Margaret, and she is defending Jennifer because she wants to ensure that she will have plastic surgery free for life.
Mm-mm.
And they're treating as if Louis is like the best thing next to sliced bread. For God's sake, it's her first they're putting too much into him, and I'm sniffing a spinoff, which I hate. I don't like it. And the Gia, she says that they should stop talking about her father. She should tell her father the same thing.
I
Okay,
agree.
if she's really acting as the adult, I don't think it is. But she's just a mini Teresa in the making. The
Oh.
way you treated her in the kids, like a special. She is a mini Teresa in the making. I'm telling you, but she's more eloquent.
And she's smarter. She's smarter. Shout out to Rob. Rob says that, hold on, let me go back. Celsius is 57.25 per share. Russell has 4 million shares. That, I just did the math, is $229 million.
There you go. And you don't miss 50% of that.
I don't know. But remember, she also, they do business together. So maybe he didn't see a problem with her taking, I don't know. Look, that's still a lot of shares for them to take for a $44 million bail.
I'd be ready to fight.
It's shady. There's something there. It was consensual at some point, and then it went awry. Because crooks.
But based on the allegations that Russell's making this lawsuit, it sounds as if the law should get involved as well. Right? To me, it sounds a little illegal on their side.
Well, sometimes they just make lawsuits because, let's face it, like, it's putting the name of the brand like in the news too.
Queenism says Kimora has to be a fool. My husband would be in jail. I don't know. Like, do we know the status of their relationship? I'm on her Instagram. Do we see a picture with her husband anywhere in here? I don't see a recent picture with him. I do not see a recent picture with him in here. Maybe they're on the out soon. Because there's no way that you're having these serious money laundering allegations. You almost went to jail. In order to avoid jail, you had to pay $44 million. But as Karen Yuga would say, you have to have millions to owe millions.
Yeah, and maybe.
But apparently he didn't have the millions. He had to borrow some steal some, allegedly, from Russell Simmons.
Or maybe the white husband, he took it on his chin so that he saves Kimora because she knows he has something on her. She had no choice but to pay his bail. That can be also like, a situation. But I just get it that Simmons, he didn't know before now.
But maybe the reason why she got involved in regards to paying his bail because his money was tied up because of the money laundering, alleged money laundering. So maybe that's why he couldn't use any of his own money. But then why is this still a situation? That's the part I don't understand.
That I'm telling you, it's shady, messy, and I think all of them have some business. It's intermingled.
Well, we're going to be following this story, and as they always say, follow the money. We're going to be following the money, Kimora. I've always been suspect of Kimora, but damn, this is dirty. This is a dirty situation. All right, let's round this out. Last minute thoughts. 2 hot topics we talked about tonight. We got over 200 and something people in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here for some random hot topics. We decided to go live. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already, and of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Why wouldn't you want to be subscribed? We're consistent. We're daily. Hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. All right, let's round out these hot topics. Share your last minute thoughts. St. J. We'll start with St. J.
Wow, I never go first. Oh my gosh.
Because I already know Miriam's going to be going for a while.
She is.
Look, I might need to get off of here and let Miriam continue.
So I'm gonna make it quick. As far as Tristan goes, he cheats allegedly too often to be so sloppy. I want Chloe to want better for Chloe. And I want to believe, since I haven't really seen them together, that they're not together. I also saw that comment about the assets being frozen.
It makes sense. It makes sense why he would have to use her money.
But clearly she didn't have it because she had to use somebody else's money. I
I think she's been
digress.
using someone else's money for years. Okay, I mean, allegedly.
Okay. As far as Kimora and Russell goes, I think that there's more at play there, and I think that they're both doing something that's sketchy.
Mm. You know what they say when you're in that sort of tax bracket, you're always doing something sketchy.
That's what
Except
they say.
Kempire. When I'm in that tax bracket, you know it's legit.
Okay, we better now.
And Tristan and Chloe and Slim
and that
Danger.
Slim Danger, I like the name. If I ever decide to moonlight, that'll be the one.
Really?
That'll be the one. But I think that as a woman that does what she does, I would think she'd be more like Bolo, and discretion would be key, and she'd never want to publicly talk about the things that she does.
Because who would want to sleep with her next?
Yeah, I'm like, dang, girl, like you telling us you got a baby by Chief Keef and he don't pay the child, he's behind on child support, and you gonna go mess up all your future bags too?
But it's funny because this Tristan situation was just March allegedly, and the Odell story came out way before that. So apparently they don't care. There must be something good there.
I mean,
got a talent.
She's not very discreet, and that's congratulations on 10K again. Woo.
Thank you.
1/10 of the way to 100, and that's all I got. Miriam, take it away.
Listen, guys. First of all, like, we know that when people like allegedly, we think we know why Simmons is in Bali, right? You Kimora didn't know of whatever indiscretions might have happened, just like I've seen, and that like a chick from that high fashion couture, I forgot what's her name, Georgina something. Like, yeah. All of a sudden, when the ish hit the fan, she left him. But she was with him, and he was opening doors for her to make a fashion for the Hollywood stars. So Kimora, she knows the stuff on him, and he knows the stuff on her. The same thing, and then you have a third wheel, like her white husband that has money laundering.
Not the white husband.
I feel like it's just like when people, they don't do business in a clean way. At some point, they will turn against each other. He's cute, though.
He's cute. He's a thief, though, allegedly.
And Housewives, it's impossible. Like, when a man does something, I just don't believe that the wife doesn't know. Just like I believe Teresa knew everything about Joe. Just like I believe like Erica Jane. And I can't believe like Bravo is blatantly posing the wealth.
Yeah.
Like,
they could have edited that out, and I'm surprised that they didn't.
Well, I'm happy they didn't, but I feel like that's such a slap in the face. And then like she was supposed to be in the special of the Housewives, by the way.
The vacation series?
In Watch What Happens Live.
Oh.
She was supposed, and when I got that alert, because I follow that page on Facebook, I posted, I'm like, just having her on the show is a slap on the face, but having her on premiere night on Watch What Happens Live, that is the punch in the gut of all the crash victims, and everybody was liking my comment. So maybe this is why she wasn't there, but this is what Andy said. This is what, because everybody, I was one of the thousands of this people disgusted in there. Everybody was like, nobody wanted to see her. And then the cop out, Andy was like, well, Erica's not with us because she's not doing press.
Because of Miriam.
Instagram. So I feel like I think everybody has a part. And
so you think there's some shady business going on with Kimora and Russell Simmons?
And agreed, they're gonna turn against each other. It's just like when they gang up on someone, they leave, and then they will find someone else to gang up, and usually it's from within the same circle. And I did not believe for a second that Lisa Rinna is repenting.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You just want to talk about, well, be there next week. We're going to do another mashup of the Real Housewives of New Jersey Part 2 reunion and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Episode 2. Miriam, thank you so much for being here.
Congratulate on the 10K. And when I made reference, I said it might be 10K, but it's 24 carats. So hopefully soon you're going to be 24,000 and on the way to 100. And we will be here, like, you know.
Yes. And may that be very soon. Thank you, Miriam. Guys, we got almost 200 people in the chat. If you haven't liked this video already, be sure to like the video. How many likes are we at, y'all? Let's get to at least 100. Why are we not 100? It's an easy, free way to support the channel. Like this video if you haven't done it already. Again, look, these situations, if you missed what we were talking about, you're watching this video afterwards, let me know your thoughts on the situation. Of course, Miriam called in with her speculation. St. J had speculation. Shantae had speculation. I want to hear your speculation. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. If you haven't commented before, if you're new to the channel, let's have conversations in the comment section. Shout out to all of the people that sent super chats. Congratulations. And shout out to my moderators. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I appreciate everyone being here. And you guys are hilarious. You're hilarious. I shouldn't be reading comments while I'm doing the show, but I do. And it's hilarious to listen to and watch. Okay. Last minute thoughts on the situation. Don't forget, at midnight, I believe, yes, at midnight, my new podcast episode will drop. Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platforms. Be sure to subscribe if you want an unfiltered version of these hot topics. Be sure to subscribe there as well. And that comes out every Friday. I know I've been slacking on my Wednesday episodes. The Wednesday episode is usually in regards to wellness. And of course, all months for me to be slacking, I apologize. I'm thinking about my own wellness right now, and I am overworked. But we will get back to it. I do want to say happy Mental Health Awareness Month. I'll be a part of a special mental health panel on Scotty by Nature TV's YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. I'll be joined by my girl, Layla Lynn, and quite a few others. If you saw our colorism conversation a couple of months ago, it was the same panel. So shout out to all of them. Be sure to go follow them as well. And shout out to all my mods. If you would like to be a moderator, our channel is growing. We're at 10,000. I'm already predicting we're going to be at 50,000 soon. Look, I'm going to put it out there. So we need more moderators. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And as I said to you before, links on ways you can support the channel are in the description of this video. And after the live, I will be posting, because you know we love to cite our sources, will be available. So links to the Tasha K interview and links to the People magazine article about Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons he's suing Kimora for, I don't even know what he's suing for. He wants her to return his shares in Celsius. All right, look, is what it is. Have we gotten to over 100 likes? Let me see. Have we gotten to, look, we're still not 100 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's get to 100 likes on this video. It's easy, free way. It's almost 200 people in the chat. We got 200 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Shout out to everyone. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Thank you. Congratulations, Kempire. I love hearing you. Thank you so much. Appreciate. First of all, shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate the love. I think so many times, if you're a content creator, a lot of people focus on the negative comments. I receive so many really great comments. And I just want to make sure that I say thank you to all of you guys. Just want to answer Mosaic's question. How do you sign up? This is how you sign up, Mosaic. Hold on. Mosaic, let me add. I like to moderate. Anyone else would like to be a moderator? Let me know in the chat. We can always use moderators here because I can only do so much. I have to create and produce the content and take care of the technology here. So it's great to have all of our moderators that have been here since the beginning. As I said before, people want to know, what do you call the people that support you? You guys are members of the Kempire, and I'm working on some really cool ways for you guys to continue to support us and have fun being a part of the Kempire. So shout out to everyone that's been in the chat. Diva Den says, road to 24K. Thank you for the 10,000 subscribers. Come be a part of the Kempire crew. Yes, join the Kempire crew, y'all. All right. I think I'm talked out, y'all. I did my podcast. I did multiple videos today. Check those out if you missed them. TikTok, thank you so much for watching. I apologize if I missed any of your comments, but head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. We hit over 100. Now I can go to bed. 100 likes, but we have almost 200 people in the room. Hit that like button, y'all. I don't understand why people don't hit the like button. What's going on? Queen of okay. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. You can ask me a couple of questions in the chat before I end the live. Ask me any questions that you want, and I'll answer some of them. Okay. Is your name Kem? My name is Kemp, K-E-M-P. That is my government name. It's Middle English. It means fighter, champion, warrior. That is my government name. So Kempire is a play off of my real name. Whew. I need some water, y'all, because I'm talking a lot. Okay. Part of the Kempire Empire. Yes, Michelle. Happy birth month, Kempire. 10K. Perfect gift from the gods. Yes. I love that. I love that. Monique says rich people problems. I'm sure you're talking about the whole Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons story. Yes. Let me see. I'm new to your show. Loving it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Maria. Maria, I think I saw your comment where you say you saw me on Up and Adam. If you guys have not seen the videos that I did with Up and Adam earlier today, we talked about the Real Housewives of New York and the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion. Be sure to go over there and support his channel as well. I drop by there all the time. I'm watching Adam's stuff all the time. And I believe Adam has a live tomorrow for Pops and a live for recapping Beverly Hills. So I'm sure I'll be there at some point, meaning like I'll be in the chat because I think I'm going to be out and about tomorrow. I have a lot of things to get done. Thank you, Tara. Tara says she loves the show. Again, guys, if you'd like to ask me some last minute questions before we end the live, let me know in the chat. What's your favorite color? Red. Red is actually my favorite color. Red and black. I like black a lot. I wear a lot of black. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to wear black. I have some errands to run tomorrow, and I think it's going to be an all black day. But red is definitely my favorite color. Dawn Smart says, I watch him too. How did I miss you? I'm always on Adam's channel. At some point, I'm always on Adam's channel. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at all. Red is my favorite color too. Yes. I love it, which is perfect because I'm a Taurus. So when I see red. Again, guys, if you would like to be a moderator, let me know in the chat. We're just doing some last minute questions. If you have any questions for me, be sure to let me know in the chat and I'll answer them before we go dark. I'm going to go to bed. I've been nonstop all day. I have multiple jobs, y'all. I'm answering questions y'all didn't even ask. I have multiple jobs, creating content on here, creating content on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Everything's at the Kempire. Shout out to Pretty. Cocktails with Lovable Lisa. Love you back. Black is my favorite color. I like black too. Like there was a point where I was going to just change out all my clothes and be all black. And then I was like, I look good in color though. When did you start your channel? Queenism says, when did you start this channel? This channel I've actually had for a few years. I think it's like 8 years I've had this channel, but I just started in the pandemic, really building on it. And I was posting, I did it maybe, I forgot when it was, but I had committed to doing 100 days of posting videos every single day. And I would post a variety of different videos. I would post videos on, lifestyle. I would post videos on hot topics. I would do unboxings. And I'm still going to bring some of that back to the channel as well, but all these hot topics are just spilling. And that's part of the reason why we call it Kempire Daily, because it was originally a blog that I had, and we posted nothing but hot topics and music, entertainment, and things like that. And then, of course, it shifted. Look, evolution, y'all. Evolution. If you follow Kempire Daily on IG, you see there's a lot of fashion, men's fashion, lifestyle things there. But I'm going to start shifting that back to what we're doing here on the YouTube channel, because cohesiveness in your business is very important. All right. P says you're Jamaican, so you gotta have at least 3 jobs. I know, but I'm gonna try and lessen the 3 jobs. That's why I'm really focused on building the Kempire here on social media with the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, but also my podcast. New podcast episode will be coming out at midnight. Once I'm off of here, I'm going to do some last minute editing, and it will be available at midnight. So if you're not subscribed, just add Kempire Radio in whatever your podcast platform. I see a lot of you listen to the podcast through Apple. So you can now add Kempire Radio there. Corey says, I like your different backgrounds on your channel. You are very creative. Thank you. Appreciate that. Diva Den says, my Taurus hates the color red. She's on the attack when she sees that color. You're really Jamaican? Well, I wasn't born in Jamaica, but everyone else in my family was born in Jamaica. So yeah, I'm Jamaican. That's where my roots are. What's your favorite cocktail to drink? I don't drink. I always say, I joke with Fem Tarot, who I have a collaboration with. If you haven't checked that out, check out her YouTube channel. I must have been a lush in a past life because I don't have a taste for drinking at all. No taste for drinking. Oh, Cheshire, UK. I need to get to the UK. I've never been to the UK. I am going to go to the Netherlands in the fall. I'm going to go to the Netherlands in the fall. Let me see. I'll look for you on Podcast Addict. I should be there. Let me know if I'm not. How do you find people to connect with? What do you mean, Dawn? Besides social media, like what do you mean? Let me see. Dawn says, I love a good rum punch. Do you have a Patreon? I do have a Patreon for the Kempire Radio Network, but I'm in process of launching the Patreon for the Kempire. So stay tuned for that. The page is actually created, but there's some details that I'm working on. I'm also on CAMEO now. So if you need a happy birthday, an anniversary, there's also another aspect of CAMEO where it's sort of like Patreon. So if you want exclusive tea that I haven't shared on social media or on TikTok or things like that, you can sign up for something like that. Matter of fact, let me post the link to that. I think it's in the description. Yeah, it's in the description of this video. So you can, if you need, because a couple of you have already requested a happy birthday for someone that watches the channel. So things like that. CAMEO reached out. So I said, all right, if you would like for me to be on it, all right. Give Me Shelter says, you are absolutely on Podcast Addict. Just type in Kempire and the podcast will come up in the search results. Thank you, Give Me Shelter. I appreciate you guys. Okay, let me see. What else? Any last minute questions, guys, before I go? I got to get up early tomorrow. Got things to take care of. I need to make that video on, because you guys were asking about my affirmation water. I need to make a video on that. Have you watched The Circle on Netflix? I actually was going to. Oh, hold on. Well, thanks for subscribing, P. Have you watched The Circle on Netflix? I watched season 2. I didn't watch season 1. Season 2 was awesome. I was going to recap it. There was just so much going on in hot topics in the other shows that we were watching that I didn't have an opportunity to watch. To recap The Circle, but I did watch it. And I was happy that, I'm trying to remember her real name. I know Trevor was the name she used on the show, but I was happy she won. And I figured she would, especially towards the end. Or Chloe. I would have been happy if Chloe won. We're only 8 likes away from 120. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes, Mosaic. Thank you. Any last minute questions, y'all? Last minute questions, and I'm going to go because I still have to post the podcast. The podcast is done though. I just have to do the back end stuff. Plus, we have to get ready for, and I'm going to do a deep dive this weekend for Shaw. It's already started on season 1. We did a recap last week. Not last week. What am I talking about? This week. See where the brain is? We did a recap this week with Married to Medicine. We're going to do that again next week. Just sort of a combination. I think it's a good combination. So we're going to do that next week. Are you in the USA? Yes, I am born and raised in New York. Born and raised in New York. Still in New York. But goal is to live abroad for a little bit, for a couple of years, and then go from there. All right. I think that's it, y'all. One day we'll do a live where we just do people calling in, asking questions. We'll do random, just random conversation instead of just hot topics. Because as I said to you guys before, I treat this like my talk show, because one day I will have a talk show and you guys will come in the audience and you'll be like, remember when you were on YouTube? Well, I'll still be on YouTube regardless. But you know what I'm saying. All right. Yes. New York, stand up. All right, y'all. Go to bed. Everyone get your rest. You need to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Shout out to my fellow New Yorkers. Appreciate you guys. If you see me in the street with a mask on, say hey. All right. What is that? Wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. All right, y'all. Okay. Shout out to my moderators. Again, if you would like to be a moderator, let me know in the chat. As I said before, we're growing, so we're going to need more moderators. Q&A conversations with Kemp. Yes, we're gonna do that one day. Maybe I have to figure out when. I'm still testing out times, because I do see that we have a lot of international people that are watching and would like for us to do a live at a more convenient time. So this past Sunday we did at noon. So I think this Sunday we're going to do another afternoon tea time with, just depends on what it is. Depends on what hot topic is. And we'll do that on Sunday at noon. So we'll see. But now I need to go rest my voice, because I do feel like I'm talking a lot. All right, y'all. We got 170 people in the room. Like this video if you haven't liked it. If you're watching this video after the live, let me know your thoughts. And if you have questions for me, let me know in the comments as well. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out when we go live or when we upload. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And be sure to check out our community tab. We have all kinds of polls and tips and all that good stuff. Have a great night, y'all. I appreciate you being here. Bye. Shout out to my moderators, and thank you guys for the super chats. Appreciate you.